Hey guys, I tried to make a video this morning and for some reason it had no sound, so I'm going to try it again today. I'd like to say Happy Independence Day. And, when I was deciding whether or not I was going to run for U.S. Senate, part of my reason was I was thinking about our forefathers and what men of integrity and honor they truly were. I mean, when they signed the Declaration of Independence, they knew they were signing their death warrants and going up against the most powerful country in the world. And they did it anyways because they had an idea and sense of what our country could become. And somewhere along the way, we've lost all that. And I go back to something John Adams said. He said, human passions unbridled by morality and religion would break the strongest cords of our Constitution as a well goes through a net. And we can, without a sense of a higher being or God, then none of our Constitution makes sense because we've got to have something to keep us morally in checks and balances. And because of we've walked away from God through laws like Roe versus Wade and whatnot, we have really committed the destruction of our family. And it just, nothing means anything anymore. And you look at crime, I think realistically, this is why mass shootings and stuff are happening more and more frequently. Because nothing means anything anymore. Nothing has value anymore. Human life doesn't have value. And we've got to somehow interject and get back. I'm not saying you have to become Christian, but we've got to come back to a place in our society where we have morals, values, and integrity. And there's just so many people now that are lost and don't believe in anything. What's scary to me is I was reading an article this morning and it says the University of Chicago interviewed 1,000 people and 28% of them now say it's not going to be long before we have to take up arms against our own government. And we've got to remember, we've got to come to this point where even though we have difference of opinion, we come together and discuss things as rational human beings, so that we can progress our country in a productive way. In so many ways, with what I see going on in our country, we're in the same spot as the Revolutionary War, and we're being taxed without representation. I mean, these people are giving away money right and left. I mean, they've given, I think, upwards of $70 billion to aid in Ukraine so far, and I'm sorry, but there's issues here in America that need to be addressed first. Our military, in the last 5 years, has paid over $15 million in surgeries for transgender reassignment surgeries. That's an elective surgery. Our taxpayer money should not be funding that. And in some ways, like, our country is in the same spot as before the Civil War. I think abortion, right now, people are as passionate about it as they were about slavery. And just like slavery, there were people wanting to make it states' right issues instead of federal issues. And people are already getting divided on these lines. Now, I think in 100 years, just like slavery, we're going to look at abortion as an aberration on society and just realize like how far it brought our society down. I don't think it's going to be something that we look on with pleasure in our country, or with pride in our country. Let's put it that way. So this Independence Day, I'm asking everyone to remember where we came from, but also to put direction and thought in our future. And I'm going to finish a quote by John Adams, and he says, "Posterity, you will never know how much it costs the present generation to preserve your freedom. I hope that you will make good use of it. If you do not, I shall repent in heaven that I ever took half the pains to preserve it. we have all become so complacent. And even today on our Independence Day, we forgot the true meaning of it, how hard our founding fathers had to fight to even get to that point. And what does it matter to you at the end of the day? If you're not willing to sacrifice an ounce, then why are you complaining? Like I said, that's part of why I ran. I've decided to run is because I've decided, this isn't the world I want for my friends' kids, my sister's kids. This isn't the world I'm happy with. We've got to come to that point in all of our lives where we've got to decide what we stand for. And on Independence Day, let's never forget how great of a fight it was and how it is truly amazing. And God did bless America that we were able to come through the American Revolution and become a strong country like we are today. Thank you for everything. Enjoy your friends and family, and God bless the USA.